Hello and good morning, everybody. You're with Martin Peneth, Chief Account Executive and Trading Analyst, GDMFX. Welcome to today's European market session overview. Starting with a short, brief look at the major markets in Europe, the DAX 30 and the CAC 40 are still pressured to the downside, along with the UK major markets and the rest of the Eurozone indices as well. Shifting to Asian markets in Japan, the charts are all in the red with the exception of the blue chip Topix 30. The same was with China markets and New Zealand indices as well. There's an improvement on the Hong Kong Hang Seng index, and also the Australian markets are showing up some green numbers. In the US, the Dow showed positive price action while the high-tech NASDAQ retreated a bit, along with the commodity-traded S&P 500. Moving to energy and commodity trading, the WTI crude had a little bit of a positive note yesterday. Of course, we had a continuous downtrend started on Friday last week, which is something that we warned you about. But the end of the session yesterday managed to reverse the dollar back to over $100 per barrel. Of course, that was mainly due to the positive China economic growth and industrial production numbers came out yesterday during the night. Moving to the yellow metal. In the last 2 days, the gold price lost almost $50 per troy ounce in a range of $46 trading range. Despite the weaker than expected data from the U.S. calendar, which came out yesterday, the Fed chairwoman, Ms. Yellen, was quite hawkish in her statements, which boosted the greenback and, of course, declined the safe haven, the gold. With regards to currency trade, yesterday, as we have already warned you about that, the British pound remained the biggest mover for the start of the European session, putting quite some pressure on all of its rivals. We were looking at substantial moves above 150 pips. So basically, all of the positive data came out in the UK, of course, reflected on the charts. Moving along with the Kiwi and the Aussie, they all declined as well, even though there was an up move in the beginning of the U.S. session. The pressure, of course, reversed it to the downside. Taking our focus on the calendar today, a lot of volatility expected on the pound as well, as we are expecting the unemployment and the earnings reports, which are going to be present in the calendar in a very short period of time. The trade balance in the Eurozone will also hint the export and import ratio, and it will impact the euro and its rivals as well. Moving to the US, we're waiting to see some producer price index numbers coming out in the US, and also industrial productions and inventory numbers with regards to the oil trade. There's also the second part of Ms. Yellen's testimony in front of the Congress, followed by Mr. Fisher's member of the FOMC speech. The end of the session will give us an overall U.S. economic growth from the Beige Book report. While we're looking at that part of the globe, big day for the loony traders today. The Canadian dollar has a few Tier 1 events scheduled, starting with interest rate decision and the statement, followed by the monetary policy report, and then again the central bankers press conference. So stay put, take a closer look at the charts. That was all from me from today's Market Watch. I wish you all successful trading day. Cheers. Bye-bye.